Hello, and welcome to today's family program. I'm Dr. Kitcher, and it's always a joy for us to be with you. Another week is here, and we are going to continue in our very timely and important discussion as we have just kicked off a new year. This is beautiful, and January, I think, has been so wonderful so far. Well, I want to welcome every one of you here, and especially those who are here for the first time. And as you know, we build our program one on the other, and we are looking at how to strategically plan our lives. Well, I would like you to spend the next minute to invite somebody to join you to watch this program together. So later you can have some discussions about it. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to, write to us, contact us, and we would get you answers to your questions. Well, last week we were talking about setting goals, that the goals that we set for the year has to have certain qualities. And we said the goals must be SMART goals, which means they must be specific, they must be measurable, they must be attainable, and they must be reachable, and also they must be time-bound. Well, we continuing in that, and there are things that if you don't do, you might even set a goal, but you will never be able to achieve it. So one other thing that we need to do is what we're going to talk about today, giving assessment or making assessment of your life and everything that you have in relation to where you are planning to go to. It is very, very important. There are certain places you can go to on foot. There are certain places you could ride a bike to. There are certain places definitely you need an aircraft. So it is very important that you know what you have and assess things that are there. So what are some of the things that we have to consider when we are making these assessments? We have to take stock of where we are in life. Where am I in life? Ask yourself that questions. Number two, who am I? You have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, then others will define you and you will be working in other people's, sort of dream and aspirations and definition of who you are. The third thing is that you have to know where you are in life, where you are in your journey, where you are in relationship to where you have, plan to go. When you don't take inventory of every aspect of your life, then you may be just living according to fate. That is FAT. What happens should happen. And you have to know also where you have been, because sometimes looking back helps you to really make, a step forward. And when you see what is behind you, it's not what you want, you have to start making arrangements so that you get what is important for you. So how will I take stock of where I am in life? Whatever it is that you have set your heart to do, you have to ask yourself, in relation to what I want to do, where am I in this? It may have to do with your age. It may have to do with your status. It may have to do with the nature of your work. It may have to do with timing. It may have to do with so many things. So you ask yourself, where am I in this? You want to do, let's say, start a fish farm. Do you have the resources? Where are you in it? You answer the question. Do you have any know-how? The answer is yes, then I can continue. No, then I have to look for it. Maybe I learn myself or I find somebody to be a manager for me. So when we assess where we are in life, then we can make certain, concrete plans. For instance, we have people who are in their youth. There are some who are in already old age. And there are certain things that you cannot plan when you are in your old age. You cannot, do when you are a teenager. You cannot do when you are, not an adult. So it is very important for us to know exactly where we are in life. And where we are in life will determine how fast we go, how slow we go, or which route we take as to reaching our goal. The second thing is very important, and most people miss out on that, knowing who you are. Knowing who you are. If you don't know yourself, others will define who you are, and it may not be you, but you would accept it, and then you live your life in regret and in stress and in so many negativity. So it is very important for you to know who you are. Who am I? What are my character traits? How do I respond to pressure? Who do I like being around me? What, you ask yourself, get to know yourself. Some of us, ourselves, we know is the one we see in the mirror. But what about the nature? What about the character? What about the things that drive us? What about the things that, makes us, wake up and want to take control of, everything that we have, planned for the day. So it is very important that you know who you are. And just to make a few statements, every human being on the planet is needed, and that is why we are here. And there is no liability among men. Although some people live their life and at the end it looks like it's liability, but nature has not made it for you and I to fail. So we have to know who we are. And in actual fact, when you look at the planet, there is no other being with the intellect of a man. So if you are in the human race, then you know that you have some kind of advantage, and that by virtue of that, you can use resources that is available in your environment to shape the kind of life you live and to open doors that many more can come through. So I want you to have this mindset of I am a manager. I have been entrusted with the things that I see around me, and I can use them in order to appreciate life and change. I mean, imagine somebody cutting a few trees, not all the trees, yeah, and then making some nice furnitures. People will get a place to sit. They will have nice beds to lie on, and get furniture, for the kitchen and all that. So he has maximized what is around him. When you know who you are, you will be able to take advantage of resources that are within your reach. Number 3, you have to know where you are. Where am I? Where am I? And this question many people don't know because they answer it by their geographical location. Where are you? I'm in the center city. Where are you? I am, in England. Where are you? I am at school. We are not talking about that. We're talking about when you look at your life, when you look at your plans, when you look at the maximum of what you are going to do or you have planned to do, where are you on that journey? Are you halfway? Are you just, getting ready to complete it? Where are you? It is very, very important because when you locate where you are, then you can navigate from there into any other destination that you set for yourself. It is very important for you to know where you are. Location in life is very important. But once again, I'm not talking about the location on the map. I'm not talking about, just thinking through logically, but I'm talking about the inner man, your very self, letting you know I am at a place where now I need to take on some few challenges in the area of investment, in the area of, counseling, the area of whatever. You should know where you are. If you don't know where you are, you cannot be helped. It is very important. So make some time. Think about where you are in life in relation to, let's say, your marriage, in relation to bringing up your children, in relation to your career, in relation to your hobbies and your leisure, in relation to your travel plans, and, find out where you are. Do you have all the resources? Do you have everything that it takes? And it will be helpful to you if you think about these things. Finally, you have to know where you have been. History always informs us so we can do better going forward. So whenever you are looking back, you're looking for what helped you there and make you to transition into the new and carry it with you and add on to it some new things. So knowing where you are, most people, when they look back, they see negative, they see immaturity, they see confusion, they see all the, stuff, because obviously we all try to move from one level, to a level that is better. So if, let's say, in your youthful days, you didn't think before you acted and you made a lot of, problems and committed a lot of blunders, now that you are an adult and you thinking right, you are not in a hurry or use your emotions to make conclusions, but then you would think through things and, even pray about it and whatever. So it is very, very important that we actually identify where we have been. And sometimes when you look back, to see where you have been and where you are, you begin to be thankful to God. You begin to be thankful that you made it. And I know that everyone who reaches the mountaintop did not have it easy, because climbing from the bottom onto the top takes some time, takes work, takes confidence. You may have had opportunity to maybe blow things out, but then you held on. So when you look back and assess where you have been, then you can also understand others who are now where you were and help them to navigate from there into a new place. Always there will be some form of migration either into something better or into, something worse, but it's always better to migrate into a good thing. So using your knowledge about where you have been, you can actually help others to get to their destination a bit faster. Next time, when you get the opportunity, just help somebody through knowing where you have been in relation to where you are. So there will be encouragement and there will be the readiness to say, yes, I can move it. So we need to assess our lives. This is today's family program. I'm Dr. Kitcher, and if you have just joined in, we are almost, concluding. But I want you to know we encourage you to watch previous programs, because we build our program one on the other. And as a matter of fact, this is the third of a series that we're doing on planning our lives strategically. And assessment of all parameters of our life is absolutely important. So that is why we are giving time to talk about this, and for you to know also, in planning your life for 2025, please do not just tick boxes, but make sure you are ticking what you are convinced about. Assess your life and you will live it in a better way. I'm Dr. Kitcher, and we have come to you from today's family program, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. I wish you and your family the very best. Till next week. See you. Bye.